Andre, can I have a little water, please? A little faster. Come on. Andre, I gotta do a speech. I got to do a speech. 1 second, then. Vin, please. I gotta do a speech, so please hurry up. Come on. Danny, please. And Todd, please don't record this. This is not for the show. Come on. I gotta do a speech right now, so. Oh, emotional intelligence.
Not happening right here.
You're right. Thank you. Did anybody hear that?
I got it.
It's a slow reaction. I just showed you what this, or this, is not. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify, assess, and control is the word, the emotions of oneself, others, and of the groups. When I asked Will from our office to type me this particular sentence, when he finished, he said, "Oh, wow, that reminds me of a Sunday at the church when Reverend is working so hard to create just that, to keep everybody in perspective, to watch people's eye and run the service based on what he sees in the audience." And that was an unbelievable observation, since I don't go to church. But think about it. Whether you in the park, in the church, or in the boiler room, emotional intelligence is the key to survive. Now, we're going to break the emotional intelligence in few parts as soon as I will be able to control this. It's not even funny. Okay. The literature that I read, and I'm giving it to you, is from these two books. Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Coleman, Emotional Intelligence 2.0, which is the test of your emotional intelligence. You can actually buy the book, and at the end of the book, there's a code. Each book, one code. And you can take a test, and you will know what your emotional intelligence are about, and then you can do something with the emotional intelligence. Now, why is it so important? It's called EQ. Anybody heard of IQ? Right? That's how smart you are. On our first session, we did a personality test. That's what your personality is. And today we're learning something else about you, which will help you in life. Now, the IQ will not change. Anybody took a test? If you did, you will know that no matter how many times you're going to take the test, you're just not going to be any smarter. Personality. It's true. It doesn't change. If you're a sanguine like Danny, you're going to be a sanguine forever. The only thing you can change is the emotional intelligence, because that is flexible and that is based on your surrounding, your environment, your upbringing, level of stress. All that will change how you feel, what your emotions are all about. Now, on this scale, your success depends on these items, and intelligence only takes 20%. So let's say you're the most intelligent person in the room, and we know who you are. It won't help you, because you might be lacking other intelligences. Your personality takes up 15%, which is a great thing. Depends on where you are, how happy you are, how thorough you are, how organized you are. That will help you in life. But it's only 15%. 35% emotional intelligence. 35%. You don't have to be smart, and you can have, I can't say a lousy personality because it's just what it is. You have it, and you can be successful. And then there are other 30%, and I'll probably do that next semester session because I don't know what that is. So, now, 4 quadrants. The first one is about you. It's about how much do you know about your emotions and what makes you tick. Does anybody know what is their hot button? Al, what's your hot button? What makes you get aggravated? Besides me. Okay. Only because I trained him. And sometimes he might be telling you what to do or where to go, but will not call the super to make sure that you can actually get in. So inefficiencies make you angry. Okay? Improper piping will make him angry. Not enough draft will make him angry. Now, that's just how. Everybody have their own points of aggravation. Sometimes it's people, sometimes it's things, sometimes it's environment. People get angry when it's raining. People are happy when it's sun outside. You need to know what makes you happy, what makes you miserable. And that's the first quadrant, properly assess your own self. Now, the second quadrant is the self-management. Okay, now you know what makes you tick. What will you do about it? Andre aggravates you when he sends you somewhere and will not have your access, will not help you with the access. What will you do about it? One, or call
the person in charge.
good. What I suggest to all of them in this situation, Andre, you send me to this number. Can I have Super's phone number, please? Once I have my phone number, I'm in charge. I'm no longer aggravated over somebody else's actions. I just fixed it, as long as I know what to fix. Now, we all have those units, those situations in our lives. If we keep letting somebody else aggravate us, then we will be aggravated all our lives. But if we can fix it by taking control over ourselves, we are better off. Now, what do you think this is? That's a third quadrant. We're not ready for this yet. That was an emotional outburst of 2 animals. Guess what? We are not animals. And Viktor Frankl, the Holocaust survivor and physicist, said that between stimulus and response there is a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. What does that mean to you? between what happens to you and how you react to it, animals have nothing. We have a choice to make. What are we going to do about our own response? We can do nothing. We can leave it alone. We can let it die. Or we can express ourselves with dignity. Depends on the situation. But we have a choice. We have a choice to be happy. Or not. It's just an emotion, and in this particular case, I asked Danny to do it. But normally we do it without thinking. We're reacting to the entire situation without thinking of the other person. Emotional intelligence, the higher you get, the less you get to see this and more of that. Now, we went over in the last session of this particular quadrant from the book 7 Habits of the Most Effective People. Where do you think this entire thinking and choice located in this particular quadrant? Anybody? Raise a hand. Is it a crisis? Is it a pressing thing? Is it a prevention or relationship building? Something we work on? Watching TV, phone calls, texting, some mail, more phone calls, more texting. Where do you think that is? Where would you put it in your life? Because this is your life. This is what's happening to you every single day. Urgent, not urgent. Important, not important. What's important is crisis. Is what we do a whole day, every day. Service call comes in, installation comes in. We have to react immediately. We live in that. Number two, it's not really urgent, but we have the time to prepare, to write a list of materials, to go to the job, to think before we react. 3, interruptions. 4, complete waste of your life. Where would you put making a choice, thinking in this quadrant? Okay, we'll get back to it then. No problem. We'll get back to that, and let's go back to this quadrant again. This is self. First we know who we are, and then we know what to do about it. Now let's get outside of ourselves. Because we can't really be with ourselves a whole day long. Sooner or later, we're going to be with people. And that's where it all begins. Social awareness. What does that mean? Perfect. To be aware of your surroundings. What is happening with people around you? I am speaking now and I'm watching people in the audience. Some of them yawning. That's not good for me. Some of them looking. Some of them biting lips. Somebody wants to get out. But I'm watching. I want everybody to be involved. And this is the job of a speaker, to make sure that the audience is involved. How will I know that? Only by looking it at you. Now, another thing, social awareness. Hussein, what is your son's name? How do you spell it? S-A-Q. I-P-B. Saqib. S-A-Q-I-B. Gene, what is Hussein's son's name? Saqib. S-A-Q-I-B. Now, whether he expected this or not today, the entire room will know who he is the next time he walks in the door, including me. Because when I met him today and he said his name, I said, yeah, right. Like I'm going to remember that. But now I will remember it for life. And next time I'm going to see you, I'm going to say, how are you, Saqib? My name is Alex. Nice meeting you. And you're going to know who I am the next time you see me. That is social awareness. That is making friends. That is knowing who are the people that's around you. Why do we need that? You could be a pipe fitter and a helper. You could be a foreman. You can have a welder and a helper. And you can say, hey, you, do me a favor. This header is crooked. Could you straighten it out? Or, I lost that plastic on that sensor. Junior, could you weld that for me? Anybody know what Junior's real name is? Not you. Nobody, right? Okay. His name is Hainsley Bailey. But he does not like when somebody calls him that. He prefers to be Junior Man. And you need to respect that because it's his name. And he wants to be Junior. Junior Man. Perfect. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. And he's happy. Truly, that's how it works. People are born with their names. Somebody called them their names. They got so used to hearing that name. That's the best word they will ever hear. It's the name. You want to be friends? Greet him by name when he walks in the room. And immediately he will like you. Remember that. Name. Now, with the social skills, why do we want to know their name and why do we even care what they're thinking about or how they feel? Gene, you have 6 people under you? 12 people under you? What do you care? What their names is, how you feel? Did they eat in the morning? Did they have breakfast? Do you care? A little bit, right? Okay. You will care a little more after today. I'll tell you why. Let's assume your electrician came in late to work by an hour. And you looked at him and you said to him, or maybe you didn't say anything to him. Most likely nobody says anything. But now you're mad and you're holding in. An entire day you're picking on him and there's something wrong and he's going home and you forget to say goodbye. You forgot to ask him one little thing. Did something happen? His wife was sick that morning and you just didn't know. And he feels bad enough that he left his sick wife at home. Now he has to deal with you. Why? Is it his job to come to you and say, my wife was sick? I don't think so. He was late. You need to know why. He has an excuse. Accept it. You don't have to believe it. Accept, and that is the truth. When you accept the truth, he will be afraid to lie to you. Because will you say to him later on, or next day, Ramon, how is your wife feeling? What do you think he's going to do for you the next time you ask him, Ramon, do me a favor, could you help me with that? Would he give you a hard time? I don't think so. That's why you need to know how other people feel and what do they think about it. By the way, Danny, make sure you let me know when. let me know, because I will not know. When we help each other or find out about other people's feelings, we actually influence them, and we make them feel good about us asking them something. Remember how important it is to know this skill. Everything here is about one thing. First, you need to know who you are. Then you need to know what to do about it. The third one, you need to know who's the other person, who's the person next to you. Who is he, who is she, and what is she's all about? And how does she feel? And you certainly want to know that if you want to achieve success in your life. Because it's definitely not about you. It's about everybody around you helping you. The same way you helping them to achieve. When you are working for Abilene, the best place on earth, the company is helping you, we helping the company. And how the company feels is very important to you. Does anybody know how the company feels, or do you even understand what that means, company? Company is not life, but it is. It has all of you. So the environment, the health of the company is crucial to your health. When Sandy hit, how sick was the company? And what happened? Everybody came, everybody helped, every one of you stuck together. You had your problems at home, I guarantee you. You had no lights, no electricity. Some people have water in the basement, but you came here to help the company. Why? What is it to you? The company is not alive. No, the company is you. You part of the company, you help yourself. That is emotional intelligence. You did the right thing. And just remember that what is inside of you is what's outside. You are what your environment is. And what we doing here is helping you help us. And I'd like to say thank you to Danny and Vinny for actually organizing, and Samantha and Todd, so I don't forget, for organizing this event for us. So we can learn not only technical things, but we can learn something about ourselves, so we can know what to do about it, and look around us and help everybody else around us. So when we go home, our wives and our children will greet us and say, "Whoa, why are you so happy?" Because I had a great day at work. Thank you.